Hello everyone and welcome to the KPIT webinar. Today we're going to uncover the benefits of Oracle Product Hub Cloud. I'm Amy Atkins, the Group Manager of Global Marketing here at KPIT, and I'll be your host. The webinar is scheduled for 30 minutes and we will leave 10 minutes open for questions and answers. And even though we're just reserving the last 10 minutes to answer those questions, if at any time during the webinar you do have a question, please just send it to me in the chat tab, which is located, if you're looking in full screen, there's a drop-down menu, or if you aren't in full screen, you should see it on the right-hand side of your screen. So the chat tab is located there, and that's how you'll be asking questions throughout the entire webinar because everyone will remain on mute. So let me go ahead and introduce you to our speakers that we're going to have on today's call. We have our very own Deepak Gupta. He's the Global Practice Director of KPIT. He runs our Oracle MDM practice. He has over 13 years of experience implementing Oracle MDM solutions across various industries. He's written more than 20 articles on Oracle MDM and data quality. He's spoken at numerous industry-specific events across the world, and it is through his direct leadership that led Oracle to call KPIT a visionary in MDM space. So without further delay, I want to welcome Deepak Gupta.
Thanks, Amy. Hi, everybody. My name is Deepak Gupta. As Amy introduced me, a Global Practice Director, Oracle MDM practice at KPIT. Thanks for joining this webinar, and today my focus is to just talk about the benefits of Oracle Product Hub Cloud and how different customers are utilizing for their own purposes. To start with, I just want to give a quick snapshot of some of the research done by a well-known research organization, IDC, about the market perspective around product master data management in general. The very first thing, I think it's a kind of a known fact that digital transformation is driving a need for a high quality master data, specifically for the third platform. So when we say third platform, it's basically cloud, big data analytics, social networking, mobility. And what's happening, because of that, the data is getting distributed across various different silos and applications, whether on-premise or on cloud. So it's extremely important to have a high quality data, and that's where the master data management is important. They also actually analyze and find out by end of 2017, two-thirds of global 2,000 enterprises will have digital transformation as their core strategy. That means the data quality is important. One other aspect of their analysis is because of the third platform, the data is getting distributed in various different data centers. What it means is you have certain applications running on cloud, you have certain applications running on-premise, and then there is hybrid cloud situation where these two cloud and on-premise applications interact with each other. So again, the guidance which came out from that analysis is that since the master data is now getting scattered and created and updated at various different applications across data centers, the data quality and data security is at the highest risk. And one of the ways to manage that is implementing some strong master data solution. On the same lines, they also come up with some kind of analysis or a research specifically when the master data is distributed across the enterprise. They actually kind of talk to various different customers and find out what's the relationship between master data management and the data integration strategy within an organization. And based on their research, it came out the 51% of the cases customers do agree that MDM plays a bigger role for managing the data governance, and MDM technology is one of the important investment they would like to do to ensure the data integrity, especially when the data is scattered among various different systems, in order to improve operations and reduce the compliance risk. And then when we went a little bit tactically, we do understand that the long-term solution benefits of doing master data management. We also try to find out some of the research around the tactical benefits or the immediate benefits, I would say. So it came out that from the research that organizations having master data management technology in place have found to have improvement in locating and preparing the data. That means the time taken to respond to the customer queries, time taken to prepare the data to publish to e-commerce channels has significantly reduced when the master data management solution in place having a golden record and a 360-degree view of a product. So that's another analysis just to present. Now, I think we talk about the market analysis. Now let's also walk through the Oracle Product Hub Cloud solution. At the same time, I also want to start with some of the impacts of scattered and inconsistent product data, if we talk specifically for an enterprise. I think I already touched base in the research that if you don't have a single source of truth for your product data, the response to the customer queries, the RFQs by your customer service representative will get impacted because they have to research and hunt for data every time a customer requests for it because there's no single place where they can find out. Secondly, the governance, compliance, and risk management. If I have to talk specifically, for example, for life sciences industry, FDA has come up with UDI compliance requirement. Same way for CPG industry, there's hazardous compliance requirements. Now, if you don't have a right system where you can audit and validate whether your products are 100% compliant, you end up having risk paying huge money to government. And we have examples in the past where it has happened. New product launches. If you don't have a right system where you can have a workflow-driven approach to enable a new product and ensure that all the information is complete and consistent, and I'm going to talk about that in customer use cases as well, then the new product launches will suffer. Planning and forecasting, it's a no-brainer. If you don't have the right data, especially around the product data that attributes, dimensions, no matter whatever tool you implement for your reporting or value chain planning or executions, you will suffer. On the same lines, if I have to talk about the omni-channel commerce, one of the fastest growing area is digital transformation in the world is how to sell through all different channels, be it websites, e-commerce, m-commerce, social, etc. If you don't have a place where a single consistent information goes through all, then there are challenges around that. Product distribution, especially for CPG, and now also with med device and life sciences customer, there's a need to synchronize your product information to global data synchronization network, GDSN network, through various different GS1 data pools. For that to happen, you need a single place where you can manage your company's product information. And then ultimately, if you don't have the right product information available through all channels, it impacts your customer satisfaction and interaction. And not to forget, if companies growing organically or inorganically, they would be doing mergers and acquisitions, they would be doing migrations and upgrades. If you don't have the right strategy of managing your product data, then that becomes a part of an impact from the investment perspective for maintaining the master data, especially around product. Having said that, so if you look, this is where most of the companies traditionally exist because of the growth. The multiple systems, various different ERPs, EBS, SAP, JDE running on different business units. Then there are applications like mods, websites, their repair systems, SFDC for Salesforce, mainframe for maintaining the old information, and then legacies and apps, etc. And the product information is actually scattered. And interestingly, all these applications have to talk each other because they need some or the other part of product information to execute their business. And that's where the challenges occur. Now, the goal should be from here, we want to achieve a single source of truth. That means a single source where the entire product information exists, and from there you are managing the data quality, data consistency, and publishing this information to all the systems, be it ERPs, be it websites, be it CRM systems, be it future applications as single place. This is where we recommend to achieve from the Product Hub solution. Now let's look how Oracle Product Hub Cloud solution supports the objective of a single source of truth and how it supports having a single source where the entire product information can be managed. So this is where the Oracle Product Hub Cloud solution and how this look like. So there are four important aspects on which every Product Hub or every MDM Hub solution is kind of validated. Cleansing, consolidation, categorization or governance, and publishing or communication to external systems. So Oracle Product Hub Cloud is completely a SaaS-based application, software as a service, which means that as soon as you get a license, you get a URL. It's a purpose-built solution, so you start configuring on day one. Now, from the solution perspective, it provides the capability to configure a data model. It can be extensible. It also provides an ability to define various different rules and policies specifically around your product data. And then there's the ability to bring the data in from various different sources. So if you are dealing with Oracle ERPs, EBS, JDE, or you are having SAP, or you are having legacy application. In fact, if you are having data in Excel sheets, it provides ability to bring the data in from all these sources into the hub in that common data model. And then from hub, it has the ability to publish this information to various different downstream application. It can be in-house or it can be a third party where you got like a GS1 data pools or you have Adobe InDesign for print catalogs. So it's a solution where you can consolidate the data from different sources and then maintain the data, govern the data through a workflow driven process, and then publish the data to various different target systems where this data can be utilized. Now, let's talk about how different customers are utilizing this solution for their specific use cases, and also talk about what are the benefits this solution will bring on the table for those particular scenarios. The very first use case which I want to talk is where Product Hub supports the simplification of item mastering. Now, this is the slide which I just want to highlight a situation of a customer before implementing Oracle Product Hub Cloud. So this customer has one ERP, and if you look, there are various different departments starting with customer service, pricing, purchasing, sales, and IT are involved in the definition of a new product. And all the communication between these departments happens through notepads, Excel sheets, emails. So even before somebody creates an item in the ERP system, all the communication regarding the preparation of the item information happens through email between these departments in Excel sheets. And finally, it goes to an IT person where they enter that in ERP directly. So there are manual data transfers. There is no accountability defined on any department. There are no validations in place before data enters in the system. So although I have shown it as a serial manner, there are multiple iterations by which these department people talk to each other before an item is called to be successfully ready for launch. And that's one of the reasons of their delays in product launches. Now, this is a problem which exists when there is only one ERP. But this problem becomes multiple folds when the number of ERP increased. So if your organization running on multiple ERP instances, or if your organization are having multiple ERP itself, like EBS, SAP, and JDE for business units, this problem become even more critical to solve, because then you end up having multiple processes and no one is standard. There's a lot of time going through managing the product data from different ERPs, and at the same time the data is getting scattered, which is getting even difficult for anybody to do reporting and others, which I talked in the first slide. Now for this customer, this is the solution to simplify the item mastering. We implemented Oracle Product Hub Cloud, which is going to be a single tool or process for item mastering. Now, instead of having the emails, there is an application which have a workflow-driven process where various different department individuals enters the product information owned by them, number one. Number two, there's an accountability defined for every attribute through the tool, such that if there is anybody who has not completed that information, it can easily be tracked. Number three, there are validations defined in the system to ensure the information entered is consistent. And finally, there is an automatic way by which this information can be published from Product Hub Cloud to ERP. So KPIT has developed certain adapters, and I'm going to talk about that in the later part. But the approach here is one single place where the entire product information is managed through a workflow process, governed and validated, and then supplied to ERP to run the supply chain processes. Now, the other benefit of this approach is if you have multiple ERPs, so first of all, there's no email communication, there are faster product launches. But the important benefit here is if you have even multiple ERP, you can still maintain a single tool for managing the product data for all of them, because the Product Hub Cloud provides an ability to have a flexible data model which can cater multiple ERP needs. And then KPIT has developed adapters for ERPs like JDE, EBS, SAP, etc. But the idea is single standard process for item or product item creation for entire organization. Now, similar to that, there's another use case specifically for high-tech industry and also in oil and gas, where customers using PLM system for their engineering drawings and maintaining the engineering information of an item, or initiating the new item from engineering perspective. Now, what they were doing before Oracle Product Hub Cloud implementation, they are defining the product in PLM. Once the finished good and BOM ready, they actually spend time in, again, Excel sheets and email and phone communications to transform this information and add the commercialization attributes like country specific descriptions, the max min life kind of situations, etc., etc. So before it goes to ERP, it has to go through this manual process, and that is where there are a lot of challenges of data quality coming into picture. Now, in addition to that, the other problem which comes out if you have a data warehouse system, if you have value chain planning, e-commerce and CRM system, all these systems need data which is now coming from 3 different places. PLM for getting the technical specifications, the spreadsheets for getting some information which is neither in PLM nor in ERP, and then from ERP for getting the supply chain information. So there's 3 different sources of data which again causes challenges to get the right information for the reporting as well as the value chain planning and executions. So for them, again, on a similar lines, implemented Product Hub Cloud in between PLM and the downstream systems like ERP. A finished good created in the PLM system from the engineering perspective, all the engineering activities happening there. Use the KPIT iLink adapter to bring that information, a product finished good, into Product Hub Cloud. At this point of time, a workflow can be triggered to obtain the commercialized attributes, be it sales, marketing, translations, different descriptions, the max min life informations, the attributes specific to operational aspect of the item. And this is a place where the data quality is managed. And once the entire information is complete, it can be published to all the downstream system, including ERP. So that's other place where how customers are using Product Hub Cloud to simplify the entire product value chain. The third use case which we have seen when again the situation when the Product Hub Cloud is not there, there are multiple sources of product data. The ERP system which maintains the supply chain information of an item, the PLM, the engineering information, and then there are others which maintains like the packaging information, some maintains the pricing information, some other about description, etc. Now, if you look before Product Hub, there are 5 different versions of product data has been created in this organization. So sales guys maintain their own Excel sheets in order to respond to customer queries because the information in ERP is not enough for them to update their customers or responding to RFQs. The website development team has created their own database of e-commerce store, and they maintain the different description of a product and specification in order to show on the website. A team which actually creates the print catalog, if you are a distributor company, they have a different version because they want to create catalogs through some Adobe and some other tool, and which requires information from not only from one system, from multiple systems. So they maintain their own Excel and database. Now, if your company, if you are looking to synchronize their product information to GS1 data pools, I have seen certain customers bought a new solution just for GS1, which becomes a new database, bringing that information from ERPs and other, maintaining the GS1 system, which is a new version of your product data. And then if you're a life sciences customer, and we have seen customers outsourcing this UDI work to some third party, or they buy a solution for UDI alone, which in fact become a new system altogether, a new version of product data. So if you look, overall, you got 5 different versions of your product data managed by 5 different groups. And guess what? There's a high possibility or likely possibility that they will be out of sync. What it means is that if a customer requesting an information through a sales rep might get a different description of a product versus what is in the website, versus what is in the print catalogs. And same way, if you are syndicating this particular product to a GS1 data pool, you might get rejection there if the information is not complete or is not up to date. And the worst scenario is if you are publishing a non-updated information to government, FDA, you might up ending paying, compliance issues money. So that's, one of the case where there's a multiple copies of product data maintained, and what we have seen, what customers benefited from Product Hub Cloud is to have single source of truth of Oracle Product Hub Cloud, getting all the information from different sources using KPIT adapters into the hub, have a workflow in the hub to ensure that all the commercialization information is managed in the hub, and it become a single source of truth for all the sales channels, be it a customer request, a sales guy, or CSI can log in to hub and get that information. The website's information are managed in the hub but published to website. A print catalog information in the hub. Also, the GS1 and UDI information in the managed in the hub as well, and get registered to various GS1 data pools. So benefit of this approach is you're having single source where you are maintaining the information. You're not maintaining multiple copies. So if you are updating a description for a particular product, it's become available at all the places, and you are reducing the risk of losing any customer dissatisfaction. A few more cases, mergers and acquisition. I already talked about them in my previous discussion. If a company is trying to consolidate data from various different sites into a ERP, now typically if you don't have a solution like Product Hub Cloud in the middle, you have to perform the data conversion from those sites to ERP as part of the ERP rollout plan. There is no buffer, or there is no way by which you can convert the data earlier and load in the ERP later. With Product Hub Cloud, it provides an ability to consolidate and rationalize the data from different sites into hub, govern that, manage that, cleanse, classify it, and keep it ready, and then supply to ERP whenever ERP solution is ready. So basically a way by which you can simplify your mergers and acquisition and system consolidation. On the same lines, customers who are migrating from old ERP to new ERP, there's an opportunity where you can bring Oracle Product Hub Cloud as part of this migration exercise. Now, instead of waiting for the new ERP to be rolled out and available for all the entire data conversion, customers has transformed and cleansed the data from old ERP to Product Hub Cloud, perform all the data governance validations, and whenever the new ERP is ready, in fact, you can plan the rollouts of the data from Product Hub to ERP. At the same time, you can utilize Product Hub for ongoing item creation and maintenance to simplify item creation process as I described in my first slide. And finally, we are also started seeing the understanding with customer using Product Hub Cloud for configure to code process. So especially for high-tech customers, when the configure to code process involve a CRM system where the opportunities are created, they are actually using CPQ system for quoting and pricing. And finally, the product data has to go to ERP where the actual order happens. So if you look, all these three systems, CRM, CPQ, and ERP, need product data. The traditional way was to maintain the product data in these three systems, and then the challenge which happens is how to synchronize these. So what we recommend is using Product Hub, a single source of truth, and let the Product Hub provide this information to CRM, CPQ, as well as ERP, and as a single source of truth, and manage there. So that's another use case we are seeing customers are using now to simplify their configure to code process. With that, I also want to talk about some of the best practices as per our recommendation for Product Hub Cloud. There are 4 important key areas one should be looking while implementing Product Hub. Start with the data quality, ensuring you have the right rules, definition, taxonomy, and standards defined. Ensure that is defined and you start profiling the data. Data consolidation, start normalizing the data model, define the relationship, and start consolidating the data into hubs, and then define the security and controls integration with ERP. That's one time. Then the data governance, ensure you define the data governance organization, the departments part of the data creation, define the policies and define the workflows and the data steward roles. And finally, all of them should help to optimize the processes. So processes for your supply chain, reduction in the lead time of new product launches, how to utilize for BI and the e-commerce enablement. So, start with data quality, data consolidation, bring data governance in, and then use all of this to have this data fit for process optimization. So KPIT, what we have done specifically for Oracle Product Hub Cloud, we have come up with a rapid implementation methodology, which includes implementing Oracle Product Hub Cloud is as less than as in 12 weeks. And that has been possible because of few things. Number one, it's a cloud solution, so we are not spending time on the infrastructure. Number two, Oracle Product Hub Cloud is purpose built, so we are not configuring all the things. It's certain attributes and configurations are pre-done. And three, we have come up with some kind of strategy like demo-based requirement gathering, which is different from an old way of implementation where you actually do a whiteboarding and understand requirement. Since as soon as you get a license, you get a system to demo, we start our discovery sessions with demo and requirement gathering. And then four, it's basically we have done some pre-built template specific to industry to configure the data. For example, we have a template for UDI. We have a template for GS1 UK data pool. We have a template for one word sync, which actually help us to configure the system quite quickly. And then this approach of the entire cloud implementation. Now, the other factor which helped KPIT to quickly implement this solution is the pre-built IP solutions adapters that we have built for Product Hub Cloud. So we have 9 adapters for Product Hub Cloud kind of ready or live and implemented. So we have an adapter available for SAP, EBS, JD Edwards, the UDI for FDA, for CPQ, for Agile, One Word Sync, as well as Adobe. So that's one of the key differentiators that help us to quickly implement Product Hub Cloud if you are running on any of these on-premise ERPs. Then we are also heavily investing. So we have not stopped building new adapters. We are already building an adapter from Product Hub Cloud to various different e-commerce platforms. We are also building it for some direct publishing to e-tailers like Amazon and Google, so that if you are a distributor and you are selling your product in Amazon or Google, from Product Hub Cloud, we are building an adapter to publish that directly to them. Then we are also building with Oracle RMS, Retail Management System, and DECA as well. Finally, I just want to quickly touch base that we, as a recommendation for deployment, we always recommend some kind of a phased approach for customers implementing Product Hub Cloud. As a recommendation, we recommend to start with the consolidation style of MDM, where the item creation and maintenance will continue to happen in the source. You bring them into the hub as single source of truth, consolidate and enrich it, make it fit for purpose, and use it for distributing it to your downstream systems like Adobe, GS1 data pools, UDI, and your websites. And once you have your company's ecosystem get favorable with the cloud, move to phase 2, where you can make it a centralized style and have the product or item creation itself happening in the hub. And ERPs are also becoming the system of getting that information from the hub. That way you can actually bring the governance on the item creation process itself. Overall, just want to quickly touch on the advantages of Oracle Product Hub Cloud and KPIT. So it's a cloud solution. It actually helps in detection of the complete TCO, total cost of ownership. KPIT has a rapid implementation model to implement it as less than 12 weeks. And then there are pre-built connectors for on-premise application. You will have a central repository of product data, a 360-degree view of products. You can enforce the product consistency and governance. You can accelerate the time to market. It also helps in merger and acquisition strategy by cutting down the cycle time of onboarding. And then from the top line perspective, it can help you to have a single source of truth for all downstream system and ability to do cross-sell, upsell, substitution. At the same time, you can save dollars in bottom line because you are saving some, doing some operational efficiencies, doing batch imports and workflows. So with that, that's all about from myself. I will hand it over to Amy for any questions and answers.
Thanks, Deepak. Remember, you can ask your questions in the chat tab. Hopefully you saw me send you out a message in the chat tab so you'll know exactly where it is. It's either in the drop-down menu or over to the right-hand side of your screen. We do have a question coming in. It says, is there a product data model that comes with Oracle Hub Cloud, or do we use our data model?
That's a good question. So Oracle Product Hub Cloud has a data model, which is a seeded data model having 250 plus attributes, and it is derived from Oracle EBS, since Oracle Product Hub is kind of generated, I would say, and built through Oracle EBS. So it does have its data model, but at the same time, it has the flexibility to configure any additional extensible attributes or data model that you have.
He continues to ask, assuming this can be used for any master data type, product, customer location, supplier, etc.
No, Product Data Hub is specifically for product data, which is item data. Oracle has other modules on the same cloud platform for customer and supplier, but Product Hub is specifically for product data.
Okay. All right. Another question, is Product Hub required even if we're having one ERP system?
That's a very good question. And as I explained in my first slide, that one of the benefit of Product Hub is to streamline the process of item maintenance and item mastering. So even if you have only one ERP, you still need a system to streamline the item maintenance process. And to answer your question, yes.
Okay. Is product data implementation more of an IT or business initiative?
That's a very good question. And to answer that question, the MDM or any MDM implementation should be a business initiative supported by IT, because as part of the process of either it's a new item introduction process or it's an omni-channel process, it basically requires involvement from business to provide the right rules, policies, and processes that can be configured and governed in Product Hub.
Okay. I also see a question here that's actually for me. I saw your question about WFS, and I'll send you the recording just so you know. Sorry. Sorry they're having trouble. Here's another question. What are the primary differences between Product Hub Cloud and the other Oracle offerings that can master other domains, such as customer, supplier?
So the platform is common. That means the user interfaces are common. Since Product Hub is specifically for mastering the product or item information, Oracle has certain seeded attributes and data model defined for Product Hub. For Customer Hub, Oracle's module is Customer Data Management Cloud, which has the seeded attribute and purpose-built features for customer data, and same holds true for supplier. So the platform is common, the user interface is the common, the features of imports, exports, publish are common. It's just the data model which is different and differently provided by Oracle.
Another question, does or can Product Data Hub be used for marketing collateral? And if so, are there connectors to CMS systems?
That's a very good question. Yes, the answer is yes. Product Hub provides the capability to store unstructured data like videos, PDF, any kind of documents, and unlimited amount of that. It has the capability to publish the information as XML, also has various different web services available for any third-party system like CMS to bring the information from Hub to there.
Okay, I just realized I missed another question. Can you give us more info related to data quality within Hub? I saw on slides it talks about monitor data quality. Did not see anything related to whether we configure data quality within Hub. I'm assuming yes.
Yes, so the answer is yes. The Product Hub does have a capability of defining various different data quality rules. That's called business rules in the Hub, where you can define the rules for data quality. Either it's defining rules for data types, or defining rules based on value sets, or defining rules based on business expressions and conditions. So you can define all those rules through a business rules framework in the Hub. And then there's a functionality called rule impact analysis, so that whenever you get the data from any external systems into the Hub, you can apply those rules through that framework and find out the data quality issues before loading. So it does have the full-fledged data quality capability embedded in the Hub.
Okay. Another question, what data extraction options are available from Product Data Hub? APIs, web services, ETL for bulk downloads, change data capture?
Yeah, so there are multiple options available from Product Data Hub for extraction. Number one is you can extract the data into Excel. So there are export to Excel options available. Number two, you can schedule a program to publish data, either full load or change or deltas into XML, which can be published as per the schedule. And number three, you can actually use web services which are available for all operation, including GET and CRUD, to obtain the data from the Hub.
Okay, I have two more questions. How does Product Hub compare to Calibra's, I'm assuming that's the way you pronounce it, offering for data governance?
I'm not sure I know more about Collabra, but if you're talking about governance, then there's a full-fledged capability of defining workflows in the Hub, and you can define as many workflow templates, which means that if you have different type of items and every item goes through a different workflow, means it goes to different department, different people in your organization, you can that be configured, and there's no limit on that. You can define the capabilities of transfer, reject, basically full-fledged workflow capability in terms of workflows. And from the governance perspective, you can have different governance tools either for the item creation process or change management processes. You can define policies. So it has the full governance capability in terms of both creation and maintenance of any product data.
Okay, and so I accidentally logged you out. I have some more questions too, but let's go ahead and do one more question, and then sorry, I was going to talk on those last two slides, but somehow I changed it. But can Product Hub be used with on-premise ERP, and how easy is it to interface on-premise data to cloud and vice versa? And Deepak, I might have accidentally put you on silence. There you are. I will change it back over right now. Can you
repeat the question, Amy?
Sure. Okay, can Product Hub be used with on-premise ERP, and how easy is it to interface on-premise data to cloud and vice versa?
Right. So the answer is yes. Product Hub can be used for on-premise ERP, and that ERP can be EBS, JDE, SAP, Info, all of them. And in terms of easiness, KPIT has developed various different integration IP adapters using Oracle's framework for publication. And using those adapters, we can quickly connect from Product Hub Cloud to on-premise ERP. So to answer your question, it has been already implemented to different customers. We would be more than happy to assist if you would like to talk any of them.
Okay, and can you share your presentation one more time, Deepak? I didn't mean to shut you out. But while you're doing that, I will go ahead and read the last question. Hopefully you can hear it. Does Oracle have built-in DQ rules? Does it have data standardization embedded in the hub so that we don't have to build standardization for common data?
Yes, for all the ERP operational attributes, which is around 250 odd attributes, Oracle has pre-built standardization built, which means that the standard value sets, the standard values, that's pre-built. But if there are attributes which are unique to your organization, that is something you have to build.
So that's all the questions that we have. If for some reason I missed your question, just reach back out to us. Deepak's information was on there. We'll be sending you a follow-up email, and you can just respond to that as well. But we're going to be at the Modern Supply Chain Experience, which is coming up in February. We have a breakfast event. I don't know if anyone on this call is going, but we're inviting you personally to the Oracle Product Data Hub Cloud breakfast event on February the 14th. Ooh, Valentine's Day. Will we do anything special on Valentine's Day? Not sure, but 7:30 to 8:30 there. So make sure you get this invitation from us. Like I said, you should have some kind of contact information. Reach out to us. Also, this link right here will give you information further about what all we're doing at the Modern Supply Chain. We're going to be at booth 305. We also have an education session, which is on product mastering in the cloud. Deepak will be there, so it'll be a good time for you to learn more and to be able to talk to Deepak in person. Deepak, if you could change the other slide. So we're also going to be at Collaborate, and we're going to be at booth 413. You won't be able to miss this. We'll be one of the bigger booths there. We have all these different sessions. Some of them are not just data quality, but I went ahead and put them up here so that you could see them. But you would want to go to, which ones are you speaking at again? You're speaking at Unleashing the Power Product Hub, so we'll go probably a little deeper than what we did on this webinar, but make sure if you're going to that event to put this on your calendar for sure. And we're going to be having a luncheon at that event. I didn't put it on this slide because we don't have the location set and the time and date exactly, but we're looking to have a luncheon where we'll be able to speak with you further on Product Data Hub. So if I didn't get to your question, just know that we'll get back with you. And thank you so much for joining.